Hey guys, it's Drew again. I'm going to show you how to make the inside page and to my Halloween in Wonderland mini album I'm creating, and it's using one of the Mary Englebright chip albums, and I'm just using this as a cover in the backing. It's kind of warped from when I painted it, but this isn't the completed project yet, but I love these Prima flowers. This purple one's my favorite. It was white in the beginning. You can see behind it's still kind of white, but I really liked that. So I just kind of did the front a little bit, and then I painted and collaged this image on the back. Still working, have to punch the hole through this image right here. But I'm going to teach you how to make this corrugated cardboard distressed painted page. They're so neat, and this is one example. Here's another example. And they all have the holes punched in them. Here's another example. Here's the last example. So these are all going to be the pages that go in between. So first I'm going to go for materials that you need. You're going to need your piece of corrugated cardboard. Now this is just the average corrugated cardboard that I include in my mini album kits. When I say corrugated cardboard, this is the exact cardboard you'll get. And I'm just going to measure that for you. I forget how big this goes in the album. It's 3.5 by, I think 5.5. Yeah, 3.5 by 5.5 inch piece of cardboard. You're going to need a paper, and this is from the Graphic 45 Halloween in Wonderland paper collection, and this is the Wonderland Class Fields paper is what it's called. You're going to need a stiffle paintbrush and some acrylic paint. Works the best. This is a American Deco Art Marigold DA 194 color, and it's what I use to paint my Steampunk Debutante box. So I am using that and a stiffle brush. I'm using some distress ink and an ink applicator. I don't have the actual sponge, so I'm just using the little alcohol ink applicator tool. And I think that's all you're going to need. Oh, and you're going to need a glue stick. So let's get started. So first you're going to take your chipboard, and you're going to decide where you want your distressed edges to come out, or as in these corrugated edges, you're going to decide where you want those to be. So I'm just peeling, because I want this one to be over here, so I'm just peeling this up, and it is kind of hard to get it all up in one little try, so you're going to have to keep ripping over and pulling off some different sections, and you could kind of go down a little bit more. Alright, so I have enough paper ripped off to where I could start. Actually, I'm going to do some of this corner down here as well. Okay, so you have your distressed page like this so far. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a glue stick. My favorite is the Avery permanent glue stick. This is what it looks like. This is a bigger one. It comes in different sizes. And you're going to add a thick layer of glue just to the part that you did not rip the corrugation off, or you did not rip the top layer off. So just the smooth part that's shiny right now. So just the smooth part. You're going to add a thick layer of glue to it. I just use a glue stick. You could use liquid glue or whatever. And then I'm going to take some of this patterned paper, and you're just going to layer it to, you don't need it to go all the way across because we're not putting patterned paper here. And I just like to line mine up with the bottom and the sides of this, and you're just going to press it down. Basically, you just want enough patterned paper to cover the area that you glued. And I'm just going to heat it up because it will melt it a little bit or make it dry quicker. Okay, and at this point you could also trim off your excess paper. You can see that I have my paper adhered onto my chipboard, and I think it's all done. And so as you can see, the corrugation was here, so you're just going to go all the way to where the glue is not lining it, and you're just going to rip and corrugate your boarding, And I didn't glue all the way up to the edge, so I'm just going to kind of peel this back some. So then you're going to have something that looks like this, and then you're going to take your distressing ink. You could use whatever color you'd like. I'm just using walnut stain, and you're just going to take it and really ink up your distressing tool, and you're just going to distress the white. Alright everybody, so I distressed in the white groove, so you can see that it's really pretty and distressed, and then I also distressed around the edges, so you have all your edges of the pattern paper distressed as well as the little ripped, torn areas. Now this is the fun part, and you're going to take some of your paint, and where is my little paint thingy at? I'm just going to use a scrap piece of chipboard that I have here, and I'm just going to set this down, and you're going to add a little bit of paint on it. You don't need a lot, probably like the size of a quarter, maybe a little bit more. I'm just using this much paint, so you can see that compared to like the size of my thumb. And then I'm taking my brush, and I'm just going to paint it in the corrugation, not over the brown because I want that to be distressed, but just inside of the corrugation. Okay, so now I painted in my edges, and all you're going to do is wait for this to dry, and you're going to have a really pretty distressed corrugated cardboard page. And this page would be great in a mini album, which is what I'm using mine for. And also, if you'd like to, if you don't have distress ink, you can go around the edges with a little bit of this paint. I'll show you what it looks like so you can get a feel of it. That's what it looks like if you go around the edges with a little bit of paint or just some ink down here. So I'm just going to go around this page with a little bit of paint. So thanks for watching everybody, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it kind of gave you some ideas for a mini album. And have a great day. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye everyone.